Good morning. My name is Cynthia Fiore. Thank you for listening at my personal presentation. I have a bachelor degree in social communication. I specialize in community management, and I am going to graduate from a Master of Business Administration on February of 2019. The purpose of this video is to describe the career role I am pursuing, the skill required to perform that position, analyze the main challenges in that area, and reflect on how I am working to develop my skill to be an effective manager. The role I am pursuing is communication management. The communication manager is responsible to managing all internal and external communications for the company, ensuring its messages are consistent. In internal communication, the communications manager develops direct marketing and public relations, communicate with employees, and promote productivity. In external communication, they represent the organization to stakeholders, interested parties, the media, and the public to maintain a positive image of the company. They create marketing strategies to build customer loyalty and brand recognition. A communication manager should hold a combination of specific skills and soft skills. The specific skill requires are to have a bachelor degree or master degree in communication, public relations, or similar, the ability to use social media channels effectively, experience creating content, experience also in marketing communication or similar, the ability to lead communication strategy, and research and proofreading skills. The soft skills required are presentation and communication skills, organizational skills and the ability to meet deadlines, self-motivation, writing and oral communication, be excellent at working with others, and leadership skills. Let's see the employment trends of 2020. According to Career Profile, just some job sectors will account for more than 50% of new jobs created. One of those sectors is business management and administration. The current context is marked by the development of internet, digital technology, social network, and the constant evolution of the media. This context requires managers to be dynamic, have the ability to adapt and change the direction of their company at any time. So, what are the challenges that this role has to face? The analysis of trends for 2020 reveals specific challenges that need to be considered. For example, data mining and analysis is expecting to continue growing. So those who understand this and know how to use it will have great career opportunities. Computer technology and engineering could also establish a competitive advantage for companies, and web portals and internet publishing continues to be a booming industry. Let me tell you my own experience. In 2017, I did a professional practice in a local company. I had the opportunity to apply some of the knowledge I gained in my MBA, my previous experience, and my practical skills in a real situation, helping a small Australian business to develop its social media by designing a digital marketing strategy with the objective of raising brand awareness, increasing loyalty, and attracting new customers. From that experience, I reflected on the challenge we can find in the workplace and the requirements of my role to be an effective manager and to be able to create solutions for future problems. But I also identified some gaps in my skill that I am working on. Based on my experience and the trends analyzed, the main challenge we can find in the future workplace are big data analysis. Big data is a set of data that is difficult to process because, especially due to the volume of data generated, the variety of resources, and the speed at which those data are generated. Big data analysis allows predicting consumer behavior and affecting decision making. However, to manage big data, it's necessary to use specific tools to transform the data into useful information for decision making. As you can see, the world of big data is confusing. This graph shows the variety of data that we can obtain from different social media. This is how the data looks once obtained, which is just a list of data, a huge amount of data that is very difficult to understand. And today we face a new challenge because the data is obtained in real time, so it's almost impossible to manage. Just 10% or less of data is analyzed. So that we need to understand and use properly the tools to be able to transform that data in useful information. The other major challenge that we face is continuous innovation. Digital media is developing at an amazing speed, and innovation is the key factor in maintaining competitiveness. Successful companies like Nokia or Kodak sometimes lose their competitive advantage because they miss the opportunity to innovate, but not paying attention to future opportunities. Through my Master of Business Administration, I gained some relevant knowledge and skills that prepare me to address this challenge and to meet the requirements of the career role. For example, in digital marketing, I learned how to design and implement a strategic digital marketing plan with the objective of consolidating the brand in the competitive market, attract new customers, enhance customer experience, and increase loyalty. In big data analysis, I research a number of tools and platforms used in social media analysis, evaluate their usefulness, and compare their advantage. In disruptive innovation, I learned to think ahead, to recognize opportunities for disruptive innovation, and to use models such as BCG matrix, GE, McKinsey matrix, and Synergy matrix to identify if a product or service is profitable and its competitive strength in order to determine whether companies should invest. In emotional intelligence, one of my favorite subjects, I learned about the theory of multiple intelligence of Howard Gardner and reflected critically on my own intelligence to develop them. Furthermore, I created a professional development workshop to be implemented in different companies with the objective of identifying the multiple intelligence that employees have and developing them to optimize the work environment. My work with a career coach and a personal development plan helping me identify some areas of professional development. According to two tests of multiple intelligence, my highest intelligence are linguistic and interpersonal. In the linguistic intelligence, I have oral and writing communication skills, public speaking, and active listening. I have easy to learn new languages, and in fact, I speak Spanish and English, and I understand and I have knowledge on Italian and French. In the interpersonal area, I have skill to understand how others feel and help them. I have a friendly personality and an effective communication. And I have skills in job related to public relations, customer service, and social communication, in which I have effective experience. On the other hand, my areas of development are big data analysis. The world of big data is so complex and changing that it's difficult to cover. There are a larger number of tools and software that I would like to learn to manage in order to develop a competitive advantage. Therefore, I plan to take an online big data course when I graduate. The other area in which I have to improve is technology. The fields of marketing and social media are constantly evolving, and it's necessary to keep regularly updated. During my specialization in community management in 2015, I learned how to use the most popular networks and platforms, such as Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram. However, during my master's degree, I could identify some social media and platforms with which I am not familiar and can represent a competitive advantage for future jobs. Therefore, at the end of my master's degree, I would like to update my knowledge in social media through online training. In the area of technological development, All professionals should be constantly updated, motivated, and inspired by a continuous learning process. My first recommendation is to keep updated by, by doing some training courses. My suggestion is to carry out at least one training course on digital platform and data analysis per year. Some options are community management, digital marketing, and big data analysis. Personally, I plan to take a big data analysis course and update my knowledge in community management when I graduate from my MBA. My second recommendation is to keep inspired. All professionals need to be inspired in order to identify opportunities. So my suggestion is to participate in at least one networking opportunity and one inspiring talk every 2 months, plus a new work experience every 6 months. Personally, I am working with a career coach and participating in a professional development plan online to maintain my motivation and explore new trends. In addition, I usually participate in TED Talks and take advantage of monthly network opportunities by Kaplan Business School or other companies. In conclusion, career trends indicate that business management and administration is one of the most required sectors. However, the growing competitiveness and accelerated technological development pose contact challenges that put at risk the relevance of the knowledge and experience of professionals in the area. The current context requires managers to be dynamic and have the ability to adapt and change the direction of the company anytime by innovation. Big data and continuous innovation are probably the main challenge that the communication manager will face. That's why a continuous learning process is essential to maintain currency and relevancy. Thank you for listening.